So welcome to the show, guys.
Hey, thank you.
It's good to be here.
I've been trying to have you guys on for quite some time now.
Well, you know, we're busy guys over here.
Oogie Boogie in the House of Fine Grooves. It's hard to get you.
Yeah, our agent's shitty.
Yeah, busy people. Busy bees, if you will.
I didn't realize you guys have made it that far.
We've made it pretty far, okay?
Like
you don't even know what, like...
We're at least up here now. So anyways, it's good to be here, man. I've seen your show. I've been a die-hard fan since the third season. The first two were crap.
That's not why I fucking brought you here, bro.
You know, you're a shitty interviewer. You know, you bring us here, fucking damn near insult us.
We got these things that we want to say, these ideas we have to promote. So we get in there, and I start doing my thing with this 6-foot-tall Korean lady.
I didn't know Koreans get that tall.
No, see, it was a lady.
Lady boy. I didn't find out till later that night. After we already had sex.
So hard to tell. In the dark, you know.
He was hiding in the closet.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
We all.
We got some stories, Joseph.
So anyways, I feel like it's time to just break it out. It's Oogie Boogie's birthday.
Happy birthday, Oogie Boogie! So anyways, here's to me.
Yeah.
So I know I just told a story about the House of Fine Grooves being in the closet while I fucked a Korean ladyboy, but that was the gayest experience that I've ever had.
Well, you know what, Oogie Boogie? It's hard to be in the house. You know, there's just so much pressure to keep pumping out the fine grooves. Fuck, I created your name, man. There's a lot of stress on this. This fame didn't come from anywhere, man. It's hard being a house.
Unwrap the Christmas toys, boys. There's fine grooves a-flowing.
Finally, it's fucking recognizing. Where's your recognition, man?
I've been listening to you guys lately, and I heard you guys are planning on releasing a new song soon.
Nah, no, we're not.
You're not?
It's one of those internet hoaxes, like when they said Jackie Chan died. We're stale on content. Major writer's block. Been happening for over 6 years now.
Your first song came out 2 weeks ago.
Shit.
Yeah, about that.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
So I've been thinking, maybe the human race was invented by aliens. Like, they just came down here and, like, planted a seed.
So, there's a theory going around the internet right now that actually isn't far off from what you're saying. Now, the theory is that aliens came, saw this beautiful planet with all these trees and water flowing down rivers and waterfall, all that beautiful shit, like animals and crazy stuff that they saw here. And, they got bored after one of them contracted the common cold, because I guess that's only a thing here on Earth. They sneezed and left. Yeah, all these germs in his snot just hit everything and like almost instantaneously developed into the life that we have today. Each different germ became a different animal. One germ became human, the other deers, birds, so on and so forth. It's a crazy thing. So anyways, the story of how me and the House of Fine Grooves met each other. It was actually my first week here in Winnipeg. You know, the place we're from and where this studio is, and the fine Winnipegians of Winnipeg. Anyways.
Now let's not get this confused for the actual Winnipeg. It's Winnipeg, Nebraska.
Yeah, Winnipeg, Nebraska. About 45 minutes away from South New Hoover. So anyways, we're hanging out at our 9-to-5 job. And the house says to me, he says, Oogie, you're one of the best people that I've ever met. I want to invite you to this big party. I said, all right, sounds cool. Now, this was my first big party I've ever been to. I mean, growing up in Winnipeg, Nebraska, there ain't shit going on. So one day I took a trip out there to see a local backyard show, and that's where I saw this douchebag, or who I thought was a douchebag when I first met him.
What'd you think of that?
His vibe, just.
You know, I've been thinking that the whole time. You do look like a bitch.
We're in this backyard show, and I'm seeing this guy from across the backyard, and I'm just looking at him. It's something about me in the fiber of my being is telling me that this guy just needs to get his ass kicked, right? So I make my way through the mosh pits, and I'm kicking people down, and I'm like suplexing people in the mosh pit, just total mayhem, just pumping myself up for when I confront this piece of shit. I make my way through, and I see him, and I grab him by the shoulder, I flip him around, and I'm about to tell him what I think of him. And he says, "Hey, brother, want a beer?" And I said, "Well, I'll be a son of a bitch." Just like that, my Nebraska accent came out. Anyways, we shared beer, shared a few stories, and then he turned to me and he said, "Oogie Boogie, you're probably one of the coolest people I've ever met in my life. I'd like to take you to a big party tomorrow." I said, "Well, that's cool, because I've never really been to a party before growing up in Nebraska." Sorry, my Nebraska's coming out already.
I don't think I've ever heard you tell that story in public. And I had it completely wrong. See, this guy was stomping people out, curb stomping, fucking high bicycle kicking people left and right. I took that as an act of flattery.
Yeah, that was my romance dance.
I thought that was his lovely romantic letter trying to woo my heart and soul. Turns out he wanted to fucking kill me. I'm glad that I took it the wrong way, because I probably would have died that night.
You see, me and my wife, I wish we had the same connection you both do. And to find out that you guys are brothers.
Now, see, we didn't find that out until 6 months after the engagement.
I just thought he was my third cousin. Where, that ain't nothing wrong with that. But now we found out we were brothers. We knew it was weird, but hell.
You see, we get these things every now and then in our life. We call them impulses. Now, I find if you follow your impulses, then you'll live a happy life. Yeah, you just might marry your brother and start the most famous band in all of Winnipeg, Nebraska.
You see, I've heard of impulses before, but mine are like chocolate, masturbation.
And mine is fucking my brother. Now, I'd like to announce that we are planning a tour across the entire county of Winnipeg.
Going back home.
And, we never really left. But
got me there.
This is for the people who couldn't afford or couldn't make it or tried to get tickets, but we were sold out on our last tour. It's going to be free. And it's going to be to only the people with the last name Jerome. We're going to be meeting a lot of colorful folks. Hopefully there's a lot of people with the last name Jerome in the county of Winnipeg in the fine state of Nebraska.
That's right, Jeromes. No excuse for not coming to our shows now. We've been watching you, seeing your interesteds on Facebook. Ain't cutting it. You gotta be there. No excuses.
So that's pretty much all we got coming up in these next few weeks. But stick with us. We're writing a book. It's a children's book. It's got pop-ups and little coloring your own pages. So, what kind of rope do you go with when you're tying people up to shove them in your trunk, take them out into the backwoods and bury them after raping them?
Anyways, we're going to take a word from our sponsors.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
After this break.
Do you like carrots? Over here at my ginger orange carrot farm, we have carrot patches of the many's. And I can give you one for like $59.95 for a month.
Do you like gazebos? I like gazebos. Even he likes gazebos. Well, we got all the gazebos you want here at Bill's Gazebo Emporium. We got open face gazebos, closed face gazebos. We got all the gazebos you want. We can put a fucking skylight in that bitch. You want to cook in your gazebo? We got gas shit going up in and out of that bitch. We can do anything you want here at the Gazebo Importer. Bam.
Bar stools, bar stools, bar stools. We got so many kinds of bar stools up in here, it'll make your head spin. Like the Barstooler 9000 that spins on a swivel. It's got the spring that spins you right back. We got bar stools that raise. We got bar stools that lower. We've got bar stools that are prank bar stools that like collapse out from under you when you press a button on the bottom. It's actually kind of painful. I tried it out one time. I still got a bruise on my tailbone. But I'll tell you what, we got it on camera and it was some fucking funny shit. And bar stools, man. Like, if you got a bar and you need stools, you got bar stools. 1-800-BAR-STOOLS. We don't have a business location, but we've got the bar stools. Call the number. Free delivery.
Every now and again, you need a little pick-me-up. Suck my dick? I'll give you one. Call my number. It's on the screen.
Hear you, mofo. You want to smoke some wax, fool? Come smoke it. Choke it. Put it in your glass bong. Wax it up. Smack it up. Flip it. Wax that ass. Tap it. Smack it. And dab it.
Well, it was nice having you guys on the show.
It was an interesting... It was shit, let's be honest. We'll never come back here. You're rude.
You're a piss poor interviewer. You asked us what? 3 questions? Not even once about our moms. You didn't even ask about how our mamas was. Like, anyone knows that a good, kind folk would say hello to your mother. You know? Just
Hello
rude.
to all those mothers out there. It was fun having you nice gentlemen.
Mamas be praised.
That's a classy individual right there. That's a classy show.